Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Daily Dangle here for Monday, December 15, 2025. Hey, if you're new to the Tony's Picks Daily Dangle, welcome aboard. Glad you're here joining us. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Hope everybody had themselves a wonderful weekend as we're looking to start the new week here strong. We got a smaller slate, 5 games on the NHL card to kickstart the new week. Glad to see Steve joining me here as well on the new week. So, hey, head on over to Steve, see how he's doing, how his weekend was, and then we'll get to the 5 games we got for you here to kick off Monday's slate. I don't know, Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, buddy. Doing good. Nice start to the week. 5-game slate. I like a few plays here. Let's go.
Definitely right. It's the advantage of if you had a bad week last week. Well, shake it away. We get to start fresh here, the new week of a new 7-day period here. So we're looking forward to it. Let's get to it and just kickstart the week of winning. I know I dropped my play yesterday. I figured maybe it was a good spot for the Oilers to maybe end that 7-game back-to-back losing streak spot after we see them score some offense. No, laid an egg. Bad loss. 8 straight losses on the back-to-back for the Oilers now. Dropped my best bet there on the ice. So, hey, I'm looking for a fresh start to the week as well here. Not my best bet. And then I had Tampa on Saturday versus the Islanders, and they pushed that to the shootout and dropped it to the shootout. So hey, I have to drop back-to-back on Saturday, Sunday with my best bet on the ice. But hey, I'm looking to start the week fresh there.
I had Washington. I didn't know Hellebuck was going to be in net, and I didn't tell you till the last second. I was like,
last second, right? I couldn't get that one out to the clients fast. There was like 4 minutes when they told you. It was just like the pregame, and all of a sudden they're like, let's head over to Winnipeg here. We'll see who's going on there. And
exactly.
Look who's in that. It's Hellebuck. And I was like, what?
They're surprised. The freaking commentators are surprised. And you're just like, oh, man, here we go.
I ran to my phone app and bet that as fast as I could bet that. I put everything that I had on my app at that when I opened it up. Everything went on the Jets. I was like, all in on the Jets. Thank you.
Live bet the Jets.
Get it out to clients, and I couldn't get it fast enough. It was too close.
But I hedged. I had to hedge on that game. I hedged on that game to make it back, but it doesn't help the clients in.
No, sucks. And the NHL's been doing that a lot more lately. But hey, let's kickstart the week. Let's head on over to the first game we got going here. We got Florida taking on the Lightning. Total 6 here in this one. Well, I don't know over to Steve to get us started. I'm looking goalie-wise in this matchup. I think both confirmed. Looks like Johansson's getting the start here for Tampa Bay, and looks like Bobrovsky for Florida. I don't know over to Steve. What do you like here in this matchup?
It's kind of a tough spot for Florida because they've been on the road for a little bit, but I just like the cut of their jib right now. They're playing the confident game that you saw Florida playing last year. I think it took them a little while to get their line set up, what everybody's roles were, and everything like that. I had them against Dallas, and I said that I think that they're going to roll through. I don't want to be taking Tampa at this price with Johansson in net. He's been letting them down quite a bit. So I'm going to take a little stab at Florida here. I also like goals in this game, but more on the Florida side. You can get team total over here at a good price. So I like Florida team total over 2.5 at -130.
Yeah, this is a tough game for me here in this one. You look, Tampa losses at home against the Atlantic, 4 straight losses at home. Florida trying to cover a puck line against the Atlantic, 5 straight. For me, and I'm with you. I don't want to lay a price with Johansson. I would lean to Tampa though. You put Point and Kucherov back in there, and those guys just can score 8 on you without even blinking an eye, and that's the crazy part. So for me, I had no play on this game. It would be a lead to Tampa at best, but Florida's starting to pick up their play, especially that nice win heading into Dallas. Got themselves but they've been dominant over Dallas if you look. Recently, Florida's pretty big dominant there. This is a tough game. No play for me here, even with these guys going, because I'm with you. I can't lay that price with Johansson and goal. I thought maybe they were going to sneak us in a Vasilevsky spot because he's going to be back soon. Tell you, watch out. He won't be long before he's make an appearance back in the crease for this Tampa squad for sure. But hey, that wraps up the first game. Let's head on over to the next one on the Monday slate. Look at this game. We got the Ducks heading into take on the Rangers. And you look at this one, the Rangers at home, they haven't been the greatest, right? 4-8-3 to start the year, but they're favored here in this spot. Why? They've been dominant over the Ducks, especially at home. I believe it's 10 straight wins for this Ranger squad at home versus the Ducks. Yeah, 10 straight losses for the Ducks in Madison Square. They don't come to New York and grab wins very often. Is this one of those spots they can grab a win? Dostal's going. That has been confirmed for the Ducks. Shesterkin for the Rangers. So at 6, I'm going to take an under. I think this is one of those first to 3 type games. Win this one. I think this is 3-1. And if someone can pop an empty netter, otherwise we're looking at 2-1 in this one. And I'd lean to the Rangers. It's been a long road trip for this Ducks squad. And as I said, history repeats itself. Usually in the NHL, history does repeat itself. 10 straight losses coming into MSG. I'll take the Rangers at this price. Lean to an under as well. Head on over to Steve. What do you like here, Ducks? Rangers.
Yeah, well, 2 of those Rangers that they are on their team now. Trouba and Kreider coming back here playing against the Rangers. That also, when I look at trends, I also look at the teams that we're playing. Anaheim is a much better team than was playing in those losses, and the Rangers aren't as good of a team as it was playing in those losses. I think Anaheim's going to play for their friends here, play for their teammates, playing against a Rangers team that I just look at and I don't see them winning very much and down the road. They're relying on Shesterkin and their goaltenders way too much. Their defense doesn't look very good. And I had New Jersey in the on the last game because this was a look-ahead spot. And this was a look-ahead spot. This is huge. I think Anaheim's going to play their bag off for this game. I think they're going to play for their teammates. I think Kreider's got something to prove here. Trouba still does too. I think they're going to roll. I think Anaheim's going to win this game. As far as the total is concerned, like you said, I could definitely see either way there. Also, Dostal came in at a bad time in New Jersey playing a day game. It was like an 8 o'clock body clock time for them. And like I said, I think they were looking at here, but they gave him a game so he can get back in the groove again. And I think he gets back in it here. I like Anaheim. I like a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit on the draw, but I like Anaheim here in this spot. I'm going against the trend. I'm bucking the trend. I'm going to go with them to play for their teammates and get one done.
Possible. They could come into MSG and sneak end the streak, but we'll see in this one. Hey, that wraps up the game number 2 on the slate. Let's head over to the third game we got here. We got the Ottawa Senators into take on the Winnipeg Jets. Total set at 6 in this one. We have one side confirmed, one side not. Hellebuck is confirmed for the Jets. Looks like Allmark's most likely going to be in for Ottawa, but not confirmed. Well, head on over to Steve to get started. What do you like here in this matchup?
Not my favorite game on the board. Ottawa's been getting some very poor puck luck. They've been out-chancing teams over and over and over again. And I know the Hellebuck bump now that Winnipeg has, they had their Hellebuck bump when he was in, and they played hard for him the last game, and they do play well in their own barn usually. But I just don't like this Winnipeg team, to tell you the honest truth. Straight up, I think this team is probably going to miss the playoffs. And I think Ottawa's in a desperate spot. If I were to bet a side here, I'd probably lean on Ottawa, but I'm going to lean more to the under here. I think Hellebuck's going to stop a lot of pucks. Ottawa's going to get a lot of shots. If they get their goal scoring going, they could probably win this game, but I think they're going to dominate, and Winnipeg's going to have a hard time scoring because they do have a hard time scoring. So give me the under 6 in this game.
And for me in this one, I agree. I like the under here as well. I think we've seen Hellebuck come back and look real good. Gave up 1 goal in that start. I think he just continues to shine for the Jets. And then looking at the other side of things, if it's Allmark here, I think he has himself a good game here going against the best against the best. Hey, Allmark needs to pick up his play, though. Since he's come over from Ottawa, he definitely has not been the big shining star that they expected Allmark to be when he came to Ottawa. So he definitely needs to pick up his play. But you got to look at Ottawa's been dealing with some injuries to start the year as well. But They're slowly starting to get healthy. They're a young squad. They can, they got some legs that can definitely move and press this game as well. Jets, I don't know. The goalie covers up a lot of sins on this Jet squad. That is for sure. When Hellebuck's in there, he's definitely the guy that he's the glue guy. Because when he's not in there, we see what happens. They lose games. He definitely keeps his team in games. And I'm with you. I like the under 6 here in this one. That wraps up the third game we got on the slate. Let's head on over to the next one. We got game 4. We got the Kings heading in to take on Dallas. This matchup looks like DeSmith is going to be checked in here for the Dallas squad. That's confirmed. On the Kings side, looks like Kemper going to get the start here in this matchup. And then I'll get us going here in this matchup. And you look, for me here, Kings, it's DeSmith. That's all I can see. This Kings squad playing some pretty good hockey out on the road. Home cooking hasn't been good for the Kings this season. You look, they've only got 2 regulation losses out on the road this season. Does this Kings squad? I know Dallas at home. Hey, they're looking for a little bounce back after losing to Florida, but you're giving Ottinger a little bit of a rest here after that 4-0 game. That's 2 games now that Dallas has only mustered 2 goals in those games. I've expected to see this a few times this season. Same with the Kings. Mustering offense has not been good for them over their last couple. A couple games went to OT. It was a 3-2 loss and a 2-1 loss. I like the Kings here, but I like the under as the play. I think we got a lower scoring matchup here. That's why this thing's at 5.5. I would take the under 5.5. Lean to the Kings in this one. I don't know to Steve. What do you like here?
A little bit back and forth. I'm not really impressed with this Kings team. I know they've won on the road, but I think that was a little spurt. I don't think it's going to stay that way. They're overmatched on the road for the most part. They were playing with high energy though. The thing here, Dallas last game, they looked the worst that they've looked all season. They were coming off a road trip. They had no legs whatsoever. And I think that this is a bounce back spot for Dallas. I don't trust LA. The problem is, again, throwing DeSmith in that here is a little odd. It's a little odd because they don't play till San Jose. Like, they don't play for a while after this. I don't know if there's something wrong with Audie or what's going on, because it's just a weird spot to put in your backup. But I was on Dallas, but once I saw DeSmith in there, I'm a little iffy on either side on this one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go, I like the under, but I'm going to keep it to the first period. Both of these teams have been under first period teams. I'm going to stick with that. And I'm probably going to stay off sides or anything like this. I just, until I can figure out in my head why you would put DeSmith in here, I just doesn't make any sense to me. I guess I would lean a little bit to LA, but I don't trust LA. So just give me under 1.5 first period and I'll call it a day. I've been also doing plays that you do no goals in the first 5 and under 6.5. You can get that at FanDuel. You can get like minus 105 on those. I like that here. Maybe that's what I'll play here.
I don't even mind I like the Kings here in the first period. You look at the last meeting, they did meet once already this season. It was a 3-2 overtime win for the Kings, and it was Kemper versus Ottinger in that matchup back in October. Kings had a 1-0 lead at the end of one in that matchup. So I'm going to take a shot here with Kings first period in this one. Just going against DeSmith. I think they can pop a weak one on DeSmith. I've seen DeSmith have some rough starts in some games where sometimes he doesn't look like he's ready to go. He usually does settle down after he lets in that first goal, and sometimes it's a cheesy first goal, and I think that's probably what we get here. I still like the under, though, low scoring one. First of 3 wins this one, as I like to say. Hey, that wraps up game number 4. Let's head on to the final one we got here on the Monday slate. Interesting one here in this one. We got Nashville heading in to take on St. Louis. These teams have already met once this season. It was a Nashville beatdown. I believe it was 7-2 in the earlier meeting. Nothing confirmed goalie-wise. Looks like Hofer most likely gets the start for St. Louis, and it looks like Saros for Nashville in this matchup. Revenge spot, I guess they say, for St. Louis. I don't know. Head on over to Steve. What do you like here in this one? Nashville, St. Louis.
It's current form. St. Louis has been winning games, but they haven't been looking good doing it. I don't like backing teams like that. They've been getting outshot. They've been Hofer's been playing excellent. That's one thing good that they can say about this St. Louis team. Nashville, last game against Colorado, that was a scheduled loss. They were going to lose that game. And actually, they didn't do too bad. Not bad. Like, I thought they could get pounded in that game, but they didn't do too bad. Saros should be in net. I can only go Nashville here. I know it's a revenge game, and maybe St. Louis wins it, but current form, I think Nashville is playing a really good team game together. They seem to have they're building a lot of chemistry together, and I can only go the over. I'm going to go the over as well on this one. Nashville's been scoring a lot. I think after that Colorado game, they're going to get back to the way they were playing before, which is what Odette, I believe it is. Is it Odette, the coach there? That's the type of game he wants his teams to play. He likes to play high energy, high fast hockey, and he's got them doing it now. And I think it's going to keep up. I'm not going to trust Hofer forever to be as he has been this last little while. And if they're playing with pace, St. Louis doesn't have much of it. I think they just had another injury come up too. They're very injured. They've been playing a lot of games. Give me Nashville. Give me the over. Maybe team total over is probably a good look for Nashville as well.
Right. Ugh. Tough game. I'm telling you. I like the over, though. I'm with you. I think 6 is kind of light for these two squads. We've seen 9 goals in their previous meeting. And I know Hofer's played a little better, but he's not confirmed. I think this turns into a shootout. St. Louis got some offense as well. So I like the over 6 in this one. I'm also going to take a shot here. I like Falk to get a goal here in this one. I mean, Justin Falk to get himself an anytime goal. And a nice plus 650 worth a shot. Give me Falk anytime goal. Plus 650 here in this one. Hey, that wraps up the slate. Brings us kind of to the player prop, parlay, game in the future. We leave it up to the capper to decide, and then they'll let you know what they got going over at Tony's Picks. Because over at Tony's Picks, hey, that's where you can find our best bets and premium plays is over at Tony's Picks. Quick link is in the description. Well, head on over to Steve to get us going. What do you got for us?
Let's go with Let's go with the parlay. I'm going to take Anaheim money line, Nashville money line, and the under in the LA Dallas game.
Kind of like that. For me, we're going to go, let's see. Give me, I like the Kings here, so I'm going to throw the Kings into the parlay. I really do. I'm not a DeSmith guy. I think this is a good spot. The Kings beat him again. And then, go Kings. And I like the under Ottawa and the Jets. So a little 2-teamer for you. Under Ottawa and the Jets. Little 2-teamer there. And for me, over at Tony's Picks, got a few plays. I do have my NHL best bet again. My Bottle Rocket play of the day is over there as well. So you can head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and find that Bottle Rocket play of the day. No regret. We thank everybody that joins us here. Sitting and figure it out. No revenge for the Blues. Oh, I don't know. I still need to see who was a goal. If it's Bennington, I don't know if they can get a revenge swap with Bennington and goal. He hasn't been good. Hofer actually has been playing the better hockey for the Blues, but tough ask. I like the total. I think we see goals more than anything, especially the way the Blues have been playing at home. That hasn't been good, but thanks for joining us. Power Creator, thanks for joining us as well. Nicholas Handy. Appreciate everybody that joins us here. And yes, they're going to figure it out. This is the hockey show, Daily Dangle. Tune in. We got you covered on all the hockey action here. 7 days a week, 1 p.m. Eastern, maybe 1:05, 1:10, depending how much we hype things in the background. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. Let's kickstart the week of winning. Stay tuned. We got the happy hour rolling 5:15 p.m. Eastern. see some of the same cappers you see here on Tony's Picks. Tune in then. And then also we have the Night Move show with Ramon. And then we got the Look Ahead show later on in the evening with Alessandro. So definitely lots of content for you to check out here. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. Any final words before I head on out, Steve?
Yeah, I just have one thing. I forgot. I have a goalie prop up right now. It'll probably be my best bet. I am now 16-6 in goalie saves props right now. So you might want to take a look at that.
Nice. Definitely go ahead on over to Tony'sPicks.com and hit the quick link and check that out. Check out the goalie prop right from Steve over at Tony'sPicks.com. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. As I said, have yourself a wonderful Monday. See you guys again tomorrow for the Daily Dangle.